Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone. We are from group 6. We want to introduce ourselves. My name is Mila Karina Rianti and my partner. My name is Permata Dewi. My name is Dira Amelia. Today we will present how to transcoding information into a diagrammatic display, includes identifying the main point and filling them into a diagram as well as underlining keywords or sentence. Here is the outline for today. 1. Definition transcoding information. 2. Purpose of transcoding information. 3. Definition of diagrammatic display. 4. Purpose of diagrammatic display. 5. Types of diagrammatic display. 6. How to identifying the main point and fill them into a diagram. 7. Example, how to identifying the main point or transcoding information and fill them into a diagram. 8. Underlining keywords or sentence. 9. How to underlining keywords or sentence. 10. Example of underlining keywords or sentence. 11. Conclusion. 12. Reference. First, definition of transcoding information. Transcoding information in reading refers to the process of converting information from one format to another, such as transforming text into graphical format like diagrammatic display. Second, purpose of transcoding information. The purpose of transcoding information in reading is to convert textual data into visual format, such as graphs or charts, changing compression and retention. Third, definition of diagrammatic display. A diagrammatic display in reading refers to the visual representation of data or information using diagram, such as chart, graphs, and pictogram. 4. Purpose of diagrammatic display. The purpose of this method or diagrammatic display is chance understanding by simplifying complex numerical or textual information into more accessible form. Types of diagrammatic display. Yang pertama ada column chart. Column chart is method of displaying data with categories represented by a reticle. Chart use a vertical bar. They allow easy comparison among a number of items and trends analysis. In general, static and figures are difficult to understand when presented in table or written format. Pie chart is used to display data in the form of proportion based on part of a circle, with each part representing percentage of the wall of the value for each component must be equal to 100%. Line chart, which is this line diagram that is connected from one point to the next. Line chart are data visualization tools that want to see the progress of data both in the short and long term. Bubble chart, this type of graph used to display the relationship between color, size, and position. This chart is variation of the scatter chart in which data points are replaced with bubble and additional data dimensions are expressed in terms of the size of the bubbles. Venn diagram is depicted by two overlapping circles to show the relationship between two groups of objects, highlight the difference and similarities. Flowchart is diagram that represent a process, system, and workflow using various steps and arrows to illustrate this step. Minmap is diagram used to visual organize information, often around a central theme or idea. Bar chart is visual representation of data using rectangular bar or use horizontal bars with the length of each bar is proportional to the value is represented.
6. How to identify main point and fill them into a diagram. 1. Gather information. Collect the content you want to transport. Text, article, lectures, etc. 2. Identify main point. 1. Read through the material and highlight or note down key idea, concept, or argument. 2. Focus on who, what, when, where, why, and how to extract essential information. 3. Group related idea. 1. Organize the identified main point into categories or themes. 2. Determine relationship. Example, cause and effect, similarities, hierarchies. 4. Choose a diagram format. 1. Decide on a suitable diagram type. Mind mapping for brainstorming and connection. Flowchart for process and sequence. Venn diagram for comparison. Hierarchy chart for structure and ranks. 5. Create the diagram. 1. Start with the central idea or main point. 2. Add bridge or section for each main point. 3. Include subpoint where applicable, linking them visually. 6. Highlight keywords. Use bold or different color for key terms. 2. Underlining important phrases to emphasize their significance.
Next, example how to identifying the main point or transcoding information and fill them into a diagram. First, read the text and get the main idea. In this text, the main idea is sharks and whales are a classic example of two different animals revealing similar traits in the same environment. This is the main idea. The second step is extract necessary information for the visual presentation. Necessary information include one of the similarities of these two marine animals is their habitat. Both live in the vast range of deep. 3. Remember to use keywords or phrases only. That's why from long sentence you can just get the important words from them. 4th step, classify information into categories. In this text, we can see that sharks and whales have similarities, they also have differences. 5th and last step, make sure to use the correct diagrammatic display to present the information. Since the text talks about differences and similarities of sharks and whales, the diagram that you presenting the information because it talks about differences and similarities of two concepts. Next is underlining keywords or sentence. Definition. Underlining keyword or sentence is a technique used to emphasize important information in a text, making it easier to identify and recall essential concepts. Next, how to underlining keywords or sentence. Here is how to effectively underline keywords and sentence. First, read and analyze. Understand the content fully before marking it. Second, identify keywords. Look for main ideas, critical terms, and essential phrases. Next, choose your underlining method. Single underline for general keywords or important phrases. Double underline for key concepts that are central to the text. Next, use digital tools if applicable. In word processor, use formatting tools to underline, highlight the text, and click the underline button or use a keyboard shortcut, Ctrl+U. The last step, be selective. Avoid underlining too much, focus only what essential to maintain clarity. Next, example of underlining keywords or sentence. First, main idea. The example, the economic impact of the pandemic has been significant across multiple sectors. Second, important dates. Example, the Indonesian Declaration of Independence was signed on August 17, 1948. crucial terms. Example in biology, homeostasis refers to the ability of an organism to maintain stable internal conditions.
The last is conclusion. In conclusion, transcoding information to diagrammatic display helps and make it easier for us to understand the information in the text. Thank you. Do you have any question?
Silakan yang ingin bertanya.
Silakan jika ingin bertanya.
Apakah ada yang ingin bertanya? Baik, silakan Rifan.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Wildan Usia Febrian. Saya ingin bertanya, kenapa transcoding penting untuk reading dan learning?
Apakah bisa diulangi pertanyaannya?
Mengapa transcoding information penting untuk membaca dan belajar?
Baik, apakah ada lagi yang ingin bertanya?
Tujuh orang. Six.
Tidak ada.
Baik, silakan.
Perkenalkan nama saya Ripan dan pertanyaan saya, apa manfaat menggunakan diagrammatic display di lingkungan akademis dan profesional?
Apakah ada lagi yang ingin bertanya?
Baik, saya akan menjawab pertanyaan dari Wildan. Mengapa transcoding information penting untuk membaca dan belajar? Transcoding information sangat penting dalam membaca dan belajar karena dapat meningkatkan pemahaman dan retensi. Dengan mengubah teks linear seperti paragraf menjadi format non-linear seperti bagan atau grafik, pelajar dapat memvisualisasikan hubungan dan pola dengan lebih efektif. Proses ini membantu dalam memecah informasi yang kompleks, membuatnya lebih mudah diakses dan lebih mudah dipahami. Selain itu, transcoding menumbuhkan kemampuan berpikir kritis dengan mendorong peserta didik untuk menganalisis dan mensintesis informasi dari format yang berbeda, yang pada akhirnya mengarah pada pemahaman yang lebih mendalam tentang materi. Apakah sudah jelas, Wildan?
Terima kasih atas jawabannya dan jawabannya sangat jelas.
Oke. Baik, saya akan menjawab pertanyaan dari Ripan. Apa manfaat menggunakan diagrammatic display di lingkungan akademis dan profesional? Menggunakan diagrammatic display dalam lingkungan akademis dan profesional memiliki beberapa manfaat penting. Yang pertama, visualisasi data. Yang kedua, peningkatan pemahaman. Yang ketiga, efisiensi komunikasi. Yang keempat, mendukung retensi. Dan yang terakhir, kolaborasi yang lebih baik. Dengan demikian, penggunaan diagrammatic display sangat efektif dalam meningkatkan kualitas pembelajaran dan komunikasi di berbagai bidang. Baik, bagaimana Ripan?
Terima kasih Dewi atas jawaban yang memuaskan.
Baik, jika tidak ada yang ingin bertanya, kami akhiri sampai di sini. That's all the explanation from us about transcoding information into a diagrammatic display. Sorry if there are worrying words from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sore.